In this video, we're going to talk about the Salomon Craft. This is one of the most versatile twin boards in Salomon's lineup, in my opinion, and a personal favorite. It's a camber rocker profile, making it playful yet snappy. This is a board that when you get on it, you feel like you've ridden it 100+ days. It's just one of those boards that once you ride it, you understand why it's so good and why I recommend it. It's just a board that doesn't fucking suck. You want to jib, you want to jump, you want to ride the whole mountain, go for it. It truthfully is a quiver of one type of board with that camber and rocker profile. This board features Salomon's rock out camber profile, which is flat into a camber zone into rocker out by the tip and the tail. Basically, it's like a camber 2.0 meets cam rocker. So you're going to have an easier to load traditional camber and then rocker out at the tips. It's going to make it a little more loose and playful. It's going to be easier to initiate on edge, but you're going to have that snap and pop right underfoot. Overall, the flex on the Craft comes in at below a middle of the road park board, but definitely above a jib noodle. It's loose and playful in the tips, but still has response, and then it slightly stiffens up from outside the insert pack to outside the insert pack with a decent, and I mean a real decent amount of torsional flex. You can really twist this board. It's moderately stable, which means it's okay in the park and on groomed runs. It's still loose in the tips, so from time to time you'll notice a little bit of chatter, and if you're pointing steeper lines, you're probably going to get bucked around. The strong suit on this board, in my opinion, is how well it snaps. There's a lot of rebound out of this board. You can load up the camber zone and just boost. Slow signs, side hits, rollers, you're sending them to the next level. And that makes it great on jumps. This is a board that you might not want to hit anything over 40 feet, but for anything under that, it's going to be great. It pops off the lip. It sucks up the transition in the landing if you overshoot. It's just a great board for progressing on when you're jumping and just popping off different things. There is a very ample sweet spot in the nose and the tail, and that slightly off blunt shape coupled with the rocker give you just great properties for pressing on this board, especially if you're buttering or jibbing. You can really lean into it, leverage your weight over the board. You got to be careful because if you do go too far, it's going to wash out. This is a board that won't fight you, but it will have that snap where you want it. You can just play with it. It locks into presses. It gets wily on slides. This is a great board for just going out and hitting park features or buttering with your friends or whatever. It's solid. The one thing I loved about this board is there's no proverbial wall that you will hit when you drive it and you're center flexing it. You can take it to the limit and this board will go there with you. You'll be able to get deep and low and rail a carve, or you can be mellow and just hold an edge and just transition from one side of the run to the other. You can do those tight, quick setup turns. This is a board you don't have to worry about how it carves. It's going to just lock in and grip when you need it, or be loose and playful when you want it to be. So, the Craft is a completely underrated board from Salomon, in my opinion. It's possibly my favorite freestyle board in their line. It's playful where you want it, but it's got precision when you need it. It's a board you can take outside the park and just cruise the mountain and have fun with, or you can dominate the park. This is a quiver of one for the right type of rider, and what I believe is the right type of rider for this is the vast majority of people that will be watching this review. This is a board you can go out and just do a lot of shit with. You never really have to worry about it. I can't speak highly enough of how much I really love this board. The Craft is a highly underrated board in my opinion. And I have no problem saying that. I think more people should ride this board because it's just that good. But perhaps you're being a little apprehensive about pulling the trigger on it, or you want to know what other decks stack up to it. If that's the case, check out this list I got for you right here. The Weston Logger, the Rome Agent Alec, the Niche New, the DC Ply, the Dinosaurs Will Die Bogart, the Marhar Half-Breed. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like this video. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video. If you've been enjoying all these product reviews and you haven't been buying through our affiliate program, which is down there, why don't you check out our Patreon? This is a great way for you to get involved with us. There's some great rewards on there, and it helps fund us so we can do more product reviews for you guys that enjoy what we're doing.